And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. It is the Sharks taking on the Lions down in Durban. Should be a very interesting game. Can my boys do it on the road? Can they take on the best squad in the country? This is the question we're going to get answered. And we're putting a poll in the comments. Who will win this? Let's do it properly. Who will win this clash? Lions or the Sharks? There we go. So you got a poll going on in the comments, so you can go and check that out. Go and vote. Let me know who you think is going to win. And this game will be followed by the North-South Derby, as the Bulls travel down to Cape Town, and they'll take on the Stormers straight after this game. We'll be live for that game as well. So make sure you stick around to what should be two very entertaining games. And if we're looking at the South African teams in general have been in such good form over the last couple of weeks. And after starting the competition so poorly, it's very good to see that we've firmly arrived and started to move up the table. But these are two big fixtures, because if for example, like the Sharks win now, when you look at the table, they can move themselves quite up. But also the Lions suddenly find a win here, for example, and all of a sudden they can all start moving up the table, try and move into the top 10. We've mixed up the games, haven't we? Bulls versus Stormers. Gonna change this all. I'm live on the wrong bloody link. HD. I don't know why I had these games mixed up. I was so sure that we're going to Durban first, but we are in Cape Town. Sorry, we are in Cape Town. So just sorting out the where we at? Watchalongs. There we go. And we need to sort out the scoreboard, which will take 2 seconds. Steven Kitzel leading the men out. I'm very aware the thumbnail is wrong. I will sort it all out in a second. We have an Irish referee down in Cape Town, and a couple of big battles here, especially on the back of the announcement that there have been a couple of players invited to a Springbok alignment camp. The likes of an Evan Ruiz not invited, but an Albert Lowe has been invited. So that, for me, is going to be the biggest clash of the day. It should be quite interesting to watch. Bulls today playing in white. Stormers in their standard home kit. Chris Smith with the ball in hand. Chris Smith going nice and low with that restart. I'm just getting this thumbnail sorted, and we'll be ready to go. And the early reply does find touch. It's a very nice early touch finder, and the Bulls will not take it quickly. And there we go. We are now up to date. I need to fucking delete this poll. Time test is going to be a good clash. Create poll. Who will win this clash? The Stormers or the Bulls? Right, go forth and vote. JHB says the Bulls win. They're pretty much guaranteed to win the group. Both the Sharks Stormers have tougher games upcoming. What's a big more there? It's gone straight down there from the Bulls. Johan Krobelaar has got it available, waiting for the bloody smoke to clear off from the DHL Stadium after the pyrotechnics earlier, so it's a bit smoggy there. Early touch there for Carl Brink. Now Zach Berger going to the boot, lifting it high. And Rowan Nokia has tapped it back, but Steven Kitshoff has leapt upon that like a blooming gazelle. Spicy plum advantage there for Stormers. Mike Liebach. There was a knock-on advantage, punted straight down the park. So Aronson not playing with the scrum cap today. He's got a bit of time. And finds touch towards the halfway line. Not a bad touch find at all. I wonder why he's not wearing the scrum cap. I mean, you become so, like, recognizable with your scrum cap. And first line out of the day. Marvin Ory brings it down. Now Moni Liebach will lift to chase. Rick Pretorius, Dion Free, and Rona all chasing hard. But it's a very nice take up there from Kurtley Arnser. First carry of the day from Marcel Katsia. Also a bit of a notable exclusion from the Springbok alignment camps. Now going down the left chair are the Bulls. Kurtley Arnser cutting inside. And Dion Ferrier has ripped that in as won that at the breakdown. Turnover ball here for Stormers, and they got a knock-on advantage. The whistle does go. So we'll have a first scrum of the day. Very good work on the ground there from Dion Ferrier. Pretty poor from the Bulls not to be able to secure that possession. But what I enjoy the most about that is that he went over and he went for the ball and the referee allowed him to steal it as opposed to just giving a penalty for holding on. And that's what I like to see. I like to see a competition at the breakdown, not just going over, looking at the ref and saying, ref, he's holding, when you're not even trying to turn the ball over. There, he went over, he had to work hard for the ball, he did come away with it. And they've won the ball, and that's fine, that's perfect. That's what we want to see. Right, first scrum of the day. Nearly for sure, tight head. No fast by There's a knee on the floor there, so we are going to have a reset. Right. See if we can get a bit of a better scrum here today. Pretty solid scrum there from the Stormers, starting to come through here. Penalty for the Stormer. That's a massive effort. It took a while, but Neil Bashir eventually started to get the better of Currie Cup and himself and Mornay Smith. That's a bit of an early statement. Steven Kitshoff, Neil Bashir, putting them under a lot of pressure. It's going to be an interesting scrum battle today, actually. Libok there using his left boot, and it's a very, very nice touch finder. He's found them. He's put them within 7, basically 7 meters. Monty Libok, probably the form fly off in the country at the moment. Not hard to see why. Just playing like a whole different person now. He's back at the, well, not back, but at the Stormers. Well, it's a massive, massive turnover there from Ruan Nokia going at the top, then turning that ball over. It was the perfect attacking opportunity for the Stormers, but it's been won now by the Bulls, and Zach Berger will now box kick this far down the field. It's a nice clearance as well. Gets halfway between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Right, so Stormers from the line again. What can they conjure up? Going to Benny goes and finds Marvin Ori. Down free inside. Oh, and Herschel Yankees has put a pop on his left shoulder to someone, but nobody was there. And Kyle Brinks come away with it and worked very hard to find a few meters. Zach Berger now looking for a quick ball, goes back to Chris Smith in the pocket. The kick is downfield towards Marty Liebach, who is well placed. So it's Damien Williams. Damien Williams, a little dab over the top. And it's bounced a bit awkwardly there from Madash Tombo, who does a wild step outside of Damien Williams. Now trying to go down the outside, gets to where Currie Cup doesn't have a lot of space to work with. And he bundled into touch? Yeah, he does get bundled into touch. Really good work there between Ruan now and Damien Williams. It was initially done well by Madash Tom, where he managed to step inside of, or step outside rather, of Damien Williams. But there's a lot of traffic ahead of him, and by the time he gave to Currie Cup, he had no space to work with, and he was quite easily bundled into touch there. Going to Benny to Marvin Ori, bit of a messy line. It comes to the side of Jan Kovalov, is going on a bit of a run. He's brought down by Herschel Yankees, Dion Faries there at the breakdown, but the ball is available for the Bulls. We're going to Smith, Smith going to Harold Forster. Go straight out to Madash Tamwe. Madash Tamwe is measured up to the Athlete. Eventually makes the tackle, but ball's inside to the Stormers' territory. And Zach Berger's burst down the blind side. He's got no support. Tries to put the kick over the top, but it comes a bit loose. Ruan now then fumbles it, and Zach Berger putting a lot of pressure. Monty Liebach eventually uses that left boot of his to boot it down. But there has been a whistle, so I don't know if there was a knock-on. Trying to work out what's happened here. So it was really good awareness by Zach Berger. See, Beres Nutler makes the tackle on Madash Tamwe, but nobody's gone towards the right-hand side. So Zach Berger saw there was so much space, burst down the top. He had no options. I think it's a knock-on here from the Stormers, yeah. So it'll be a bull scrum inside the 22. Zach Berger now going to Harold Forster going strong to tackle by Monty Liebach. Now second phase, moving towards the left, back to Carl Brink, who spilled it forward. Handling becoming a bit of an issue at the moment. A couple of fumbles there. Monty Liebach getting away to Sebastian Nutter. That's not particularly friendly either, and eventually they're going to go back for the knock-on. And yeah, handling's not been particularly good in the opening stages here. Quite a few knock-ons and handling errors so far. God, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Stormers line looking dodgy early on. Yeah, which is strange because Marvin Ory and Scarron Debeni are very experienced players, and Marvin Ory is a fantastic line operator. So it is a bit interesting that their line is not looking particularly good. A short arm, it's a free kick there to the Stormers. Taking not taking the hit as the call. Haven't had too much fluidity so far in this match. Couple of quite a few handling errors, couple of reset scrums. They're gonna have another scrum, you know. Quite a big move there from the Stormers to back themselves right on their own 22. They had a free kick that could have booted this downfield, but Stephen Kitsoff saying, no, we've got the measure of these guys. Let's bring them back. Let's get a penalty, kick downfield, and then we'll have to put into the line out. We go down to the right-hand side. It was a decent scrum. Willems boots it downfield. Going with the wind a bit there. And Kurt Lawrence well positioned there. Going inside to Madosh Tumwe. Madosh Tumwe seeing a bit of space, but he's wrapped up by Dion Fourie. Evan Ruiz is there to try and make a nuisance of himself. The ball is available for Zach Berger. He's asking for some runners down the left-hand side. To Currie Cup. Sorry, Marcel Garcia. He's backed up by Currie Cup. The ball comes a bit loose there by Zach Berger. Turns away from Hershey Youngster. Under a bit of pressure there. And it's a penalty against Dion Fourie. My paper Express says no one is giving the Lions a chance. By the way, who do you think will make the Currie Cup Premiership from the first division? I haven't actually been monitoring the first division a lot. I saw that the EP one had quite a big victory the other day. Who else has looked good so far? So we can have a look, shall we? Do they even have the Currie Cup first division on? No, they don't on Supersport. So is it on SA Rugby? You can try and see a log. Yeah, I'll be lying to say if I've been watched a lot of the first division. Where are we at? Tournaments. Currie Cup First Division. Black Lion played 2-1-2. Eastern Province played 2-1-1. Griffins Falk. Yeah, I mean, you always got to think that the blooming EP are going to do something eventually. The amount of players they've got. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting sort of concept because you've got the Black Lions is obviously the Georgian side. Then you've got the Zimbabwe Goshawks, who are down here as well. Penalty for the Bulls in the danger area. That's about the 22. Really good work at the breakdown there. It's quite cool to see other teams being included. But in terms of the promotion, it has to be a South African side that gets promotion. So at the moment, it's Eastern Province who currently lead the promotion battle, I suppose. So a team from Kenya, team from Georgia, and team from Zim. Which is quite cool to see us try and do our part for rugby growth. Really good work there by Albert Lowe. Now it's a very good 3-point opportunity here. Chris Smith lining it up. And there we go. First 3 points come from the boot of Chris Smith. Right, the restart going down to the hands of Chris Smith, who's just slotted a 3-pointer, giving it to Zach Berger. Zach Berger kicking towards the left-hand side. And has nailed a cameraman who's inside the 22. That's a very nice clearance. Using the width of the field very intelligently. Decent line win there from the Stormers. Now Money about going to the boot. It's a little bit far, so Madosh Tamwe will be able to mark it, and he will. Not a particularly good kick from Money after a decent line win. Now Madosh Tamwe will have the opportunity to punt this ball downfield. Right up against the touch line. That's a terrific touch finder from Madosh Tamwe. I mean, and the bounce inside as well means that he's put the Stormers all the way back into their own half, about 10 meters off from their 22. That's a fantastic kick from Madosh Tamwe. So we'd love to see a team from Madagascar in there too. I mean, surely we can be putting together like an All Africa competition of some sort, and have a South Africa invitational side, or even having our couple of local sides. Surely there's a team from Namibia, for example, get involved there. Botswana. There must be some more rugby being played out there. Josh Tamwe, that's a knock on. Hershey Yankees, who's then kick his charge down, so it'll be a scrum for the Stormers inside Bulls territory, just inside Bulls territory by the halfway line. Right, scrum, yeah, looks like a pretty solid hit. Yeah, that's good. Clean ball available there for Hershey Yankees, who's digging down to try and get it. Goes to Libok. There was quite a few options there. Goes to Ricky Pretorius. Ricky Pretorius steps aside line with Pooh, but does well to make the tackle. Health Force trying to make use of himself. Hershey Yankees flat to Marvin Ori, steps inside. Good cleaning up there as well. Hershey Yankees now going towards the right to Mani Libok. Libok almost managed to get through the gap, making it available for Yankees. Yankees going to Evan Ruiz, his first big carry of the day, wrapped up by his opposite number, Albert Lowe and Marcel Kutsia. Now Hershey Yankees looking for the basket. Now he goes towards David Willems, who's in the pocket. David Vincent lifts it high for the chase. Chase from Zas, comes off Zas, goes backwards to Dion Ferree. Still goes, Dion Ferree is eventually brought down by Kurt Lawrence. Now Hershey Yankees going to Stephen Kitsoff. Now Yankees towards Libok. Libok going to Chiba Diamond. I'm trying to throw a quick pass. Not coming there. Sibiel Snadler's going back to try and tidy up. Trying to find some space, but he's well wrapped up. Needs a support here. And yeah, Kyle Brink had all the rise to the ball, so go back for the knock on. But isolated there was Sinatla, and only had Hershey Yankees to try and complete the breakdown. But Josh Tambo has improved massively over the 12 months. Oh no, he's becoming the complete winger, isn't he? DSL Favor and Search, Madagascar, Haka, those guys out there are crazy about their rugby. Yeah, I must actually go over and check it out then. I actually didn't know that. In which case, fair play. Fair play. So another scrum, as I said, it's been a bit of a messy game so far. Quite a few knock-ons, quite a few handling errors, quite a few scrums. So far, after that first big scrum there from Stormers, it has looked a bit more solid from the Bulls. Ugh. Going out wide, yeah, Damien Willemse. Leon on Zas, but it's a good tackle made by Currie. Oh, he pops up Damien Willemse. And Willemse thought about throwing the chicken wing pass, but there's nobody there, so he gets pulled out. Possession-wise, it's pretty much been one-way traffic. You know, Stormers with all the possession so far. The Bulls are the men who lead, but they've had very little to do inside the Stormers' half. So line up there going to Steenkamp. Flat ball there from Marcel Gutsia. Gets himself outside 22. Zach Berg asking for a couple of blockers. Going to go for the box kick, but he can't go into touch. Goes straight down the throat of Zas, who gives it inside Damon Willemse. Willemse trying to hand off a couple of players. Brought down by Roanoke here and Steenkamp. Push Yankees to Evan Ruiz. Evan Ruiz bumps off Chris Smith, but the ball gets dislodged as he does it, so it'll be another scrum. I'd love to see the stats at the moment, because I reckon we've had at least about 6 or 7 scrums. Yeah, it's good work by Chris Smith. He divides the contact shoulder to shoulder and then just lodges the ball in contact. Right, pretty solid contest there. Zach Berger, it's available, goes to Chris Smith. Chris Smith will pump this downfield. And he's put it into touch. He's put it straight into touch. It's a really big mistake there from Chris Smith. A wry smile on his face, but all of a sudden it'll be a lineup for the Stormers inside the Bulls' territory. The Bulls were struggling to get out outside the 22 and remained pegged back in there. Going short this time by the Stormers to Steven Kitsoff. The Yankees now going to Marvin Uri. Right, Liebach. Evan Ruiz. Big ball from Yankees. Monty Liebach going to Ronald. Ronald stepping inside. Getting away from a couple. Eventually brought down, making a few meters. Good stuff there from the outside center. Yes, Yankees to Monty Liebach. A couple of players out there. Got a one-man overlap. Ball over the top from David Villains. It looked a little bit forward. Leon Zas now with a bit of a run to go. The Yankees trying to snipe. It was well done there by Zach Berger to slow him down. And a penalty for going straight over the top from the Etling for sheer. After a couple of good phases there for the Stormers, they're looking good. And the Etling for sheer going off his feet at the breakdown. It's pretty frustrating because they were finally starting to string a couple of passes and phases and looking quite dangerous in the attack. And as soon as they did that, well, then they've just conceded another penalty. So a sloppy game so far. Grant Swaz, these Stormers handling errors are deeply frustrating. Yeah, it's been a bit of a stop-start game, hasn't it? Chris Smith, not his best clearance, finds it up towards the 10-meter line. Two penalties conceded by the Stormers, just the one from the Bulls. There's been a lot of knock-ons. Right, Dan Kobelar goes to Ruan Nokia. Sack as good as the call from the referee, and then a penalty to the Stormers for holding on. And it's RJ Smith who's got all his hands all over that ball. Also got to see, I can't believe it. He is not happy. RJ Smith won't have too many easier steals in there. I mean, they've literally fall right in front of him. Now, Stormers going to go for the 3 points here. Molly Boss called for his kicking tee. So it could be seeing the first points of the day from the Stormers. Yeah, it's good from Leibach. He has leveled the scores of 26 minutes. 3 points apiece. So nothing separated the sides just yet, as after 27 minutes. Stormers bringing the score level. Definitely been the better of the two sides. Bulls are doing a lot of defending. Chris Smith going deep with the restarts. Another touch for Rick Pretorius. Goes to the boot. And finds touch just by the halfway line. It's a nice clearance from him, actually. As we mentioned by the commentators, former SS Schools player. In and out of the starting lineup, though, him and Damon Duplessis really can't sort of really nail down that starting lineup. Where's the Bears? Yeah, listen, I had quite a few of them last night. So not on the Bears and have ambitions of going to gym after these 2 games. So maybe a couple of beers tonight. Saving them more for the Masters tomorrow night. We're going to be live on the Footwedge Crew channel, which is going to be quite a lot of fun. So yeah, I think we'll probably smack a few beers. I'm actually playing golf tomorrow, which is going to be disastrous. I haven't played since January, but yeah, it's going to be fun. Anyway, decent ball there from the Bulls off the back of the scrum, coming off the line out, and Chris Smith now kick it deep into the 22, and Leon Zash just deciding to take a mark and slow things down. This will allow Stormers to once again back into the Bulls' half. Bulls just aren't playing in the right areas at the moment. Leon Zash kicking it downfield. Gets up towards 22, but the Bulls take it quickly. And Madosh Tambo's got it, gives it across to Harold Forster. Forster trying to find the spots. Oh, he goes in between Scarry and Benny and Hachiba down Mani. Available for Zach Berger. Bulls in a rare opportunity inside the Stormers' half. Steenkamp with a decent carry. Now low. Recently been called up to the Springbok alignment camp apparently. Zach Berger to Chris Smith. Chris Smith can put this up pretty deep. It will be inside 22. It will be inside 22, so Oliver can just mark that. And he thought about taking the quick kick lead, but then decides to slow down. And yeah, it's a couple of the up and under options that have been used that have gone too deep, and it gets far too easy to just mark it and then, just put them back to where they came from, really. That's the second time. Now Molibok will be quite deep. Not his best touch finder. It finds touch by just before the halfway line, so the Bulls will be in Stormers territory. Looks like a much better crowd in this week, actually, which is good to see. Kovalar going to over the top of Marcel Garcia. It forced Scarry into Benny. Now Molibok lifting it high. Rick Pretorius going to give it a chase. Hasn't gone particularly far, so it will be contestable. That's a good take out the air by Madosh Tumwe, who's wrapped up by Ruan Nell. Available for Zach Berger. Marcel Garcia. It's a penalty advantage here for the Bulls as well. Try and go there for Zach Berger. Trying a bit of a snipe. Dangerous tackles, of course, so they go back for the penalty. So it's an opportunity here for the Bulls. I don't think it's a necessary kickable. I think it's quite close to the touchline. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see them go towards the line. And it could be an early opportunity for them at the set piece to try and create something. Trying to see what where the tackle was here. It's Badosh Tambwe. That's a very, very soft, dangerous tackle. That's a very soft tackle. I mean, the arm slips up for like a fraction of a second and then moves back down. That's very harsh, I think. It is a bit further infield than I thought. So Chris Smith is going to have a try and have a shot at goal here. Please smash like on the video, by the way, and subscribe to the channel. We are back with our watch-alongs, and not the best kick there from Chris Smith. He's pushed it towards the left, so the score will remain at 3-3 with 9 minutes left in the first half. I'm going to leave it with the ball in hand for the restart. Testable, puts it high in the air. Good take there from Steenkamp, who was lifted high by Mornay Smith. So the Bulls have got possession on the 10-meter line. Berger giving it to Hans Krabbelaar. Puts his head down. Berger again, quick ball to Chris Smith. Chris Smith gives it very flat to Ronald Kerr. It's a very good offload to Harold Forster. Almost getting themselves past the 10-meter line. And a knock on there at the breakdown. As I say, just as things are starting to look like they're getting a bit better, and a couple more continuity, well, another knock on. We're going to have another scrum. I'm trying to work out how many. Let's try and see if we can find out how many scrums have actually happened. Let's check out the statistics, shall we? There are no stats on Ultimate Rugby, so who knows? Who knows? I missed the dangerous tackle. I don't think anybody really saw the dangerous tackle. I mean, his arm slipped up a little bit high, but like for next to nothing. It must be a scrum there for Stormers. Evan Roos looking to break down the right-hand side. And Albert Lowe was over that. And unfortunately, knocked it on for him, but it was a clean concept at the breakdown. It's good work there by the Bulls, number 8. All these scrums are not doing this pitch any favours. No, the pitch has definitely seen better days. I think they're going to have to look at it in the off-season. I think they're going to have to try and see. I don't know if it's a case of changing the surface or they can do a couple of things to the surface to try and make it a bit firmer. Because at the moment, every single time there's a game, it just gets absolutely ripped apart. Solid scrum there. And it's a knock-on. Oh my living. I mean, this has been such a messy half of rugby. Yankees now knocking on the base of the scrum. What is going on here, Oaks? Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, it's not a good moment. It's been a very sloppy half. Still doesn't feel like a rugby stadium. Yeah, I think it'll take a bit of time before it does. Obviously, there's a lot of nostalgia attached to new and stuff like that. I think it's a very, very nice stadium. But I think you got to try and fix the field issues. You got to try and get a lot more people back into the stadiums. And try and sort of shift that sort of mindset. Pretty decent scrum there. Bulls sort of fighting back. So giving it across to Harold Forstead, first receiver, gives to Madosh Tamwe. Oh, that's a horrible pass. This game has been a very, very sloppy game of rugby. Madosh Tamwe, they're trying to find Caden Moody at the top, and it's a horrible pass outside. I see the Blitzbox losing to the USA. Yeah, I watched it earlier. We were actually live. We were a bit late for it. I've had a lot of internet issues, so I'm not actually sure if we're going to be able to do the Lions versus Sharks game because they have had quite a few internet issues been coming and going. But yeah, it's frustrating because the Blitzbox has been on such a good run for so long. But I suppose all good things are always going to come to an end one day. Do, do, do. Right. Special Jackets for the base of the scrum. Monty Liebach giving it across to Damien Willems. Damien Willems bringing a low kick in between Caden Moody and I think it's Madosh Tamwe. Caden Moody deciding to run through. He's burst through the middle here. Bit of space from him there. Support from Madosh Tamwe down the side, but Spearless Nuttler has flown down the side to make the tackle. The kick still runs out there. It's a very, very good kick from Madosh Tamwe. Oh, Dan Vincent not particularly happy there. This is really poor defending. Rick Pretorius and now given so much space. He just goes straight down the middle. Ball over to Madosh Tamwe. Madosh Tamwe sees that Spearless Nuttler is coming to. Makes a fantastic kick in by him. It almost looks like it's going to stay in and just bounces out once. Dan Vincent is not particularly happy with what he saw ahead of him with the kick chase. Newlands, you are very close to the field. Players, Kettle Stadium, are far away from the action. Can't say I ever actually watched. I didn't actually get to watch a match at Newlands. I haven't done Newlands. I haven't done Kings Park. I've done PE many times. Obviously done Ellis Park many times. Loftus. It's a messy now, and Bulls come away with it. Howard Low brought down 5 meters ahead. Last minute, and could the Bulls suddenly found a try here? It'll be very much against the run of play if they did. Yeah, and Kroblo with a good carry. Within 5 minutes here, the Bulls. Lugoon now sniping himself, but RJ Smith was alive to the threat. Pick up and go from Steenkamp. Carl Brick now going. Bruno Kier going to go for the pick up and go. No, he gives it a great to Gerard Steenkamp. Almost missed an obstruction there. Oh, goes over. Is there grounding? Hold up. Who was that? That was very, very. That is the perfect example of try line fever. And it's Zach Berger, I think, who's burst over the top to try and steal one. And they've held him up with ease, and it'll be a goal line drop out. Saw the space, tried to dive over the top. And Dion Free puts his hand up. And Hachiru Daimani also did very well to dive across and then scurry into Benny. I mean, it's really good work there. But this will be interesting now because a drop goal could definitely be on here. Monty Liebach needs to decide where he's going to kick this because with the hooter gone, as Chris Smith, you're definitely thinking, right, I would back myself for a drop goal. So Monty Liebach needs to make sure he picks his options. No, they're not going long. Gives it to Carl Brink underneath it. Carl Brink gets away from one. Now takes Marvin Ori for a bit of a run. Almost a high tackle there from Stephen Kitsoff. Giving it to Han Khabala. Goes to Chris Smith. Chris Smith going to Lionel Pooh. Gives it away to Cody Answer. Very good tackle from Damien Willemse. Harold Forster there to get the ball off him. But the ball's still quite a long way out. Marcel Garcia rides the tackle of Stephen Kitsoff. Brought down Marvin Ori. Dion Faree's all over that ball and has won it cleanly. Very, very good turnover there from Stormers. Shiva Darmani at scrum half goes to Monty Liebach. Sends the long ball out towards Leon Zas. Gives it inside to Ruan Nell. Ruan Nell pops it up to Evan Ruiz. Evan Ruiz brought down by Carl Brink. Now Hershey Yankees goes to nearly for sheer first receiver. Give it away to Monty Liebach. Ball over the top from David Willemse straight towards Dion Faree. Rick Victoria's doing very well to sort of shield him from Harold Forster. Comes inside and Harold Forster makes the tackle, but the Stormers now well inside the Bulls territory. Hershey Yankees goes to Monty Liebach. Liebach goes to the option. He can chase by himself. And I think he's actually within the tackle, Monty Liebach. Yes, it's available for the Stormers in the 22. It's going to Bernie inside ball to David Willemse. David Willemse pops it out to Rick Victorious. To Sebastian Nutley needs to come inside. He does come inside. Ball is available again for the Stormers. Once again, Hershey Yankees towards RJ Smith. Available for Hershey Yankees. He goes to Monty Liebach. Goes flat to Chiva Daimani. Gets away from one. Chiva Daimani's going to go through the middle. Well, that's shambolic defending. But Stormers talk about turning defense into attack. And Chiva Daimani has just burst through the middle. Very poor defending from the Bulls, it must be said. But with the Bulls looking good to score for half time. And all of a sudden, it's the Stormers who've gone underneath the poles. Daimani celebrates. And the Stormers will go into half time with a 7-point lead. It was really good continuity there. A couple of very nice pieces of play there. Monty Liebach, that little kick and chase, little grab it in behind, didn't look like the right option, but did very well to then win the ball. But boom, you see it's the step away. I think it's from Chris Smith. Gets half a gap, and he's so quick as Achiro Daimani. He's got a 400-meter record at JP. You don't want to give him too much space. And that's a really impressive try from him. And now right in front, Monty Liebach will be able to add the extras with no issue at all. Well, straight down the middle from Monty Liebach, and the score at half time will be 10 points to 3 in favour of the home side. So we're going to take a bit of a break, and we'll be back for the second half. So whilst I'm away, please do smash like on the video, please do subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. And we are back. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the match. At the moment, it is Stormers 10, Bulls 3. Stormers scoring right on the brink of halftime as Chiva Diamani went over underneath the pole. So, can the Bulls, like they did a week ago when they were down against Ulster, can they come back to win? Or will the Stormers be celebrating another victory? If you look at the URC, at the table and stuff like that, let's go have a look at that and see what the ramifications are for this game as well as the game after, as the Sharks host the Lions. I think that SA Shield's looking quite close. I mean, if we look at the table and stuff like that, we've got Stormers on 43 points, Bulls on 42 points, Sharks on 41 points, Lions on 30. So if the Lions were to beat the Sharks, for example, they could try and sort of close a bit of a gap there. For example, if they were to find a bonus point win, they would suddenly go within 6 points of the Sharks, and I think the Sharks still have to go and play Leinster. But a victory here is going to be quite a big one, because the Stormers, for example, if they were to win, they could go up to 5 points ahead of the Bulls. As Money Levi gets underway for the second half, going down the middle of the park. They touch the ball with Currie Cup, who's brought down just outside the 22. Zapberger asking for a blocker. He's going to kick this downfield from the box kick. Good tester for Valencia there. We're taking a while right towards the left-hand touchline. Go infield to Marvin Ori. Brings over the ball to try and slow things down. It's available for Herschel Yankees. Look for another box kick here. That's been chased by Leon Zas. Does contest and does take it out very nicely. Zach Berger never really looked like he really wanted it. And Leon Zas there taking it nice. Now putting the Stormers on the front foot. Evan Ruiz putting his head down. Yankees to Liebach to David Willems. Oh, good ball over the top, but it's forward, unfortunately, from David Willems, trying to get his hands through. That was almost well done by Willems, but the ball just drifting forward there. Really good work there from Leon Zas. Just gets himself in a much better position than Zach Berger. Almost sort of bumps him out of the way to win that up and under. So first half, I mean, if we go into Rugby Pass and try and look at some of the first half stats, it all favoured the Stormers. They looked very good. For a lot of it, but just couldn't quite get over the line. It was quite a sloppy first half from both sides. Quite a few handling errors. Wasn't I would say not a phenomenal advert for the game. It was just a bit sloppy. So hopefully we'll see a bit of a cleaner game. First scrum penalty for the Bulls there. Wheeling around is the call. So we looked at the first half. 55% possession for the Stormers. They scored the only try. But the Bulls beating 14 defenders. Not a single one beaten by the Stormers. One clean break though from the Stormers. 2 offloads. 8 turnovers conceded. Defensively, the Stormers missing 2 tackles to the Bulls 3. Kicking, breakdown, set plays. That was probably the issue with the Stormers early on, is that their line didn't look... That's a very nice kick, by the way. The line wasn't particularly good. They lost 3 lines, the Bulls lost 1. They also lost a scrum, though, did the Stormers, but generally I thought their scrum looked pretty solid. But this is their first scrum penalty here for the Bulls. Information out there for Bulls, but it is available. Also, Kitsia's first carry of the day. I mean, of the half. Lost time from the base of the ruck, trying to pick up and go. Brought down. Mornay Smith not trying to get on the front foot, but the Stormers defense holds strong. Now Marcel Kitzia pick up and go. Very good tackle on the legs there. Chris Smith off the deck, trying to get away from Antivida Mani. Trying to put that ball over the top, but it was well done by Herschel Yankees to intercept. Sebastian Natler now, and the ball just comes loose. Now ball's a bit back. Stilikan puts his head down, goes into contact. I think it was 2 knock-ons there. Yeah, as I said, there's so many knock-ons at the moment. Just very, very sloppy. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bit of a break and play here. We'll resume with a Bulls scrum. That's scrum here for all the Bulls on the left hand side here. Battle for Albert Lowe, burst to the top. Brought down by Dion Fourie. That burger deciding to go down the blind side. Kyle Briggs steps inside of Achiro Daimani, former teammates. How's that burger to Moscow? Moscow shows and then goes himself, making a few meters there. That burger to Chris Smith. Chris Smith deciding to go himself and losing the ball forward in the process. Ball coming loose. Ron Nell coming out. Oh, that's a big hit on Ryan Mapu. Just throw him to the ground. Now back to Netley Bashir. Inside the 22 here are the Stormers. Now Hoshiaki's back to Moni Liebach. Moni Liebach puts this high in the air. Not going to go for distance. Will be contestable. See a better Sinatla's after it. Chris Smith takes it well without the air, but Sinatla is on him quickly. But it is available for the Bulls. 10-meter line there. Moscow inside ball to Johan Krobela. But it's turned over on the ground. But it's popped up all of a sudden. Hershey Yankees gives to Moni Liebach. Now Moni Liebach has nobody home. Trying to find that 22. And will it go out? No, it'll stay in. Madosh Tamwin as well to get behind. Now he'll return the favour. Going to try and find touch here as Madosh Tamwin. Not his best touch finder either. So the Stormers will still have a bit of continuity. They'll be on the front foot there. And Lionel Pooh, I think, going for an HIA after that hit on Ruanel. He got it very, very wrong there, did Lionel Pooh. It was very lateral. He's completely bounced off him. Sit down is the call. So yeah, he's going to go off and have an HIA there. But, I mean, what a pleasure to be able to bring in Cornel Hendricks off the bench. I mean, really. TRX Gaming saying the Stormers, the lineup stopped for the Stormers, agreed. The Stormers lost the ball contact a few times. And speaking of floppy, another line up there that's gone forward there from the Stormers. They've had all the opportunities to try and build something. They just haven't really used it. Which sounds harsh for a side who are in the lead. But I mean, they've had so much possession, so much good field possession. They really should be looking better. Right, here comes the fridge. France Malherbe is on in place of Netley Bashir. That is a lot of weight that is walking onto this park. France Malherbe, an absolute unit, and his first duty will be to scrum. So this is what he does. This is his bread and butter and pie and burger and everything that he does consume on a day in a single sitting. Woke up this morning. and hacked down the field there from Smith there, underneath it from, oh dear. Penalty to the Bulls. And Chio Diamani's gone down in a heap. Lionel Pooh's gone off, by the way, for the HIA, as we said earlier. But Pooh got everything wrong there. Not sure you'll see him again. Yeah, he was nowhere in the tackle. Absolutely nowhere. Now Diamani's gone down. The double door chest freezer is on. I mean, imagine Francois Herbert and Carly Sardi sit down and like an all-you-can-eat or an all-you-can-eat drink buffet. You just know you're about to lose a lot of money. Like you're about to get cleaned out. Right, line for the Bulls. Pops up to Cobbler, throws it back in field, lands towards Zach Berger. Big hit on him. Carl Bring managed to struggle to come to Benny. Make a few meters, get up to the 22. And it's a penalty on the ground. That's Evan Roos who got his hands all over that. Maherba or Sardi, who would you prefer? Always Maherba. Yeah, well, Maherba is the incumbent. He's the man at the moment. He's our starting tight end. So you got to go with Maherba. But I do think that Carly Sardi is the natural succession plan. Similar type of build, as good at scrum time. Maherba also plays a very important part in the defensive system in terms of his organizational skills. But I think Sardi's is making big waves this season to try and get that call up. Right, can the Stormers win a line out? Yep, we got to Diamani. Looking for a rolling more. Here are the Stormers. Managed to get a few meters so far. Now being held up a little bit. Now stop. They're going to have to use it here. Yankees goes to the boot. Lifts it very high. It's going to be contestable. Sibela Sanatla's in a good position. Madosh Tumwe is taking that brilliantly out there. Goodness me. And now Zach Berger sees that nobody's home. But it's very well read by Mayebox. Going to put the ball in the air. Damien Willems is after it. He's good in the air. Damien Willems up. And Tumwe is up there. Willems makes a good tackle. Ball comes a bit loose. Zach Berger's there to pick it up. Sees a bit of space. Goes himself. He's still going. He's got Currie Cup next to him as well. But decides to go towards Cornel Hendricks. There's good awareness from him. Cornel Hendricks to Caden Moody. Caden Moody's going to go over. That is a brilliant counter-attacking try. And I put this all down to Zach Berger, who had Currie Cup on his right-hand shoulder. But he saw the space out wide. Threw a very long pass out to Cornel Hendricks, who was running with pace. Sucks a couple of defenders and gets Caden Moody on the outside. Caden Moody has got the pace, gets around the outside there, and no one ahead of him. Goes over. I mean, the ball will come loose here, and Zach Berger picks it up, and he sees so much space ahead of him. Bang, he goes. Now he's got Currie Cup, and Currie Cup is saying going to him. But Zach Berger, what he does very well there is he passes out the space, and then Cornel Hendricks is creating a 2-on-1 situation on Leon Zas. Draws him in, waits until it's too late. Throws the pass to Caden Moody, and Leon Zas is never getting across there. It's very, very well worked. A good kick there from Chris Smith. 10-10. 10-10. Could we be heading towards a draw? That'd be a bit boring, wouldn't it? Right, Money Liebach with the restart. Going towards the left-hand side there. Corner Hendricks goes up and takes it very well off out the air. Box kick there from Zach Berger. Money Liebach, sorry, Damien Willemse, a bit of pressure. Managed to get away from Caden Moody. Going a bit lateral is Damien Willemse. Gets the pass away to RJ Smith. Goes a long pass out towards Rick Torres. Got space ahead of him. Tamwe reins him in, and the ball comes off of, I think, Sanatla. Or was it a Bulls player? Whose line is this now? That's by White, so it will be a Stormers line out. Yeah, managed to throw it back and it comes off corner Hendricks. So it's good work there by Rick Pretorius. Creates a line for the Stormers as well. Begrudgingly, that's a fantastic try. Well done, Zach Berger. Yeah, you gotta appreciate good rugby when you see it, don't you? Eh? Not that I'm gonna be appreciating anything later. Bum, 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 bum. Carl Brink is off, which means that Arno Burt will take to the field. Nice to be able to bring that kind of player off the bench, isn't it? Who's going to win the URC? I mean, the favourites have got to be Leinster, haven't they? They've always, you know, they've got the strongest squad. You know that they're going to be very good. But there could be a couple of surprises in around there. I'd love to see a South African side suddenly put themselves in the mix. Edinburgh were playing nice rugby at one stage. Very nice touch there from Willemse to give Leon Zas. Leon Zas inside Kane and Moody as well. Balls up towards the 22 meters. Very good work here. Herschel Yankees. I mean, the Stormers up to 22 meters. Irvin Roos brought down by Curtly Aronson. Herschel Yankees going to Monty Liebach. Monty Liebach going to Willemse. Willemse decides not to give it. He's burst to the middle. There's Willemse. Inside ball. That's brilliant to Herschel Yankees. Needs the support. He's got it in the form of Stephen Kitsoff. This is very good continuity here from the Stormers. RJ Smith gives to Evan Roos. Outside there was, offside there was Albert Lowe. So there is a penalty advantage. Pick up and go from RJ Smith, who's very isolated. That was very stupid by him. But it's right in front of the poles. Decision time. Decision time. They have gone with the 3-pointer, and it has been slotted by Monty Liebach. So 13 points to 10 with 24 minutes remaining. Who's going to come out on top here? Take that from Ron now. Stormers were realistic. Leinster never read on a board which means coming on to destroy the Stormers. I was thinking probably Leinster. He have to take the kick. Lions not functioning. Agree. Williams has been fantastic. Yeah, he has had a nice game at fullback. If I was them, I would when Warwick Lance about to come on, I would look at taking off Rex Pretorius, who's not been bad, but I would keep Williams out of the way he's playing, move into inside centre, put Warwick Lance in fullback, and let them just cook together. The stat here is the Stormers have led at half time in 10 of their previous 14 URC matches this season, going on to win 7 of those. It's on a 70% win rate when leading at half time. Alright, Bulls line on the 10 meter. Probably goes to Ruan Nokia, not the best part down from Zach Berger, and a little bit of pressure there for Harold Forster, who does quite well there to manage to make it for you a bit of a half break. Probably in through. Big ball there from Zach Berger, back towards Chris Smith. Not too much odds. Chris Smith goes to the boot. Caden Moody's working hard to try and get it there and try and compete. Ball goes loose, and Leon Zatz gives it away to Snutler. Snutler just launched it downfield and gets on his bicycle, but Chris Smith is well placed. He's got Madosh Tamwe outside him as well. Going towards some ball support, goes to Corner Hendricks. Corner Hendricks gives it to Harold Forster. Harold Forster gives it to Arno Boertu, who comes inside. Then has a nice leg drive, gets him past 10 meter line. Now quick ball needed here from the Bulls. Doesn't come though. Big counter ruck coming from the Stormers. And Andre Smith just reaches down. Oh, but now Dion Farias bursts through down the middle. Up to the halfway line. Quick ball here for the Stormers. From Herschel Yankees gives to Marty Liebach. A lot of space out wide. Corner Hendricks got a lot of work to do. We are now straightening very well. Going himself inside of Corner Hendricks, getting into the Bulls half. Slow ball this time here for Stormers. Herschel Yankees eventually managed to get the ball out. Flat there to Marty Liebach, who goes flat to Evan Ruiz. Evan Ruiz brought down by Chris Smith. Ball pops up to Marty Liebach under a bit of pressure. Tries to go to the boot, and the ball falls free to Mornay Smith. 8 was never on side as the call, so going back for a penalty. It's Kalant on the bench. Yeah, he's supposed to be on the bench. I'll tell you, Lions team to throw the game later on. Not a chance. Not a chance. Up the buggers. Herschel Yankees has looked much better today. His form has been very up and down. Agreed. I think he's grown into the game. I thought he had a bit of a tough start early on, but this half, for example, he's looking a lot better. As the Stormers are going to take the 3-pointer here. Just logged in. You're going to the Sharks game as well. The biggest problem is our internet's been a bit up and down. So I'm not sure. It seems to be working at the moment, but it does been up and down. So we might not do it. I'm not entirely sure. If I'm not live, however, we will have a live match tracker on Forever Sports Live, which you will be able to follow. So there will be some coverage either on here or on Forever Sports Live. So we will have you sorted one way or another. That's a good kick from Monty Liebach. He has extended the lead. 16 points to 10 with 20 minutes to go. Good take there from Nuttler off the kickoff. It's a good game management so far from the Stormers. Now they just need to be very patient. Go and play in the right areas. You've got a 6-point lead, so the Bulls will have to score as long as you keep your discipline. He's touched that. That's a good point. Yeah, I think Zach Berger had a point there. Hershey Yankees didn't roll it back with his foot. He basically took it and placed it at the base of the ruck. I think Zach Berger had a point there, you know. Right, Paul DeVet on for Hershey Yankees. Yeah, I thought again, as somebody was saying, I think Hershey Yankees had a nice day out there. Actually, I thought he looked a lot better. Dion Free also making way. Forster in the midfield there, doing what he does best and just carrying it up strongly. Not too much on there for Jan Grobbelaar. On the halfway line here are the Bulls. Zach Berger looking to roll it back. And Mark Hall, the kick from Berger just drifting too far. Have you been watching Currie Cup First Division? Georgia Black Line versus EP Elephants was a good game. I haven't. I must admit, I haven't. There's so much sport at the moment to watch. Got the Masters on. Got Test match. Got footy. So I haven't watched First Division. I must actually go try and watch some of the highlights. I imagine if only two SC teams qualify for the Champions Cup, the Lions have to take one for the team. Come on, man. Look at the way we've been playing. Back the buggers. I think we got two in the Champions Cup, two in the Challenge Cup. That'll be a nice, very nice arrangement. Marvin Ori going over the top to Diamani. Diamani with the try scorer. For the Stormers, Paul DeVet, quick ball going to Ruanel. Ruanel giving off to Willemse. Willemse stepping inside, getting his hands through. Not too many options there for the offload. Paul DeVet now going to, that's Junior Pocamela. He's onto the park in place of Dion Free. Now Monty Liebach lifting it high. And it's fallen to Evan Ruiz, who's brought down by his opposite number, Albert Lowe. Paul DeVet going early sniping. This is good. This is good handling here. Monty Liebach, change of angle here for Damien Willemse. Damien Willemse is still going, brought down by the 22. Yeah, Scar Antibay, he's going off his feet there. Yeah, so Scar Antibay dived over on it because he thought that the ball was out and it wasn't a ruck situation. Even your doesn't want to watch the Lions. Settle. I love Junior Pocamela more than I should. He's a nice player. I'm glad he's actually playing the URC. Line win there for the Bulls. They've got 15 minutes to try and conjure up something. It's a little looking more. They've got a penalty advantage as well. That's a bit of a free roll of the dice. Zach Berger goes, shows and goes. Inside ball to Jan Grobbelaar. Up inside Stormers territory. Penalty advantage. Albert Lowe, big tackle there. Zach Berger, not too many options. Gives it away to Chris Smith. Chris Smith decides to go the other way. Puts the ball high in the air. And this is a contestable, so they lose this. Ball falls back towards Kane and Moody. So ball still with the possession. Nokia going himself, then throwing the ball back. Oh, it's a very nice pick up by Arno Buerta, but intercepted by Junior Pocamela, which will lead to the penalty being blown. And the veteran, Morne Steyn, about to grace us with his presence. And Chris Smith is replaced, as is Zach Berger from the looks of it. Right, what can the Bulls conjure up from here? They're in a good position on 22. They go to front of the line to Ruan Nokia. Right, it's legally been brought down. So it's well defended early on by Stormers here. Keegan Johannes now on the park in number 21. Exciting youngster, deciding to go towards the right hand side. Johan Kobela. Now Morne Smith trying to get over the advantage line. Johannes now going to Morne Steyn. Because it flat to, I think it's Albert Low. Pick up and go from Harold Forster. And he loses it forward. Marnie throws a nice dummy. Nice doing a bit of a run. Gives it away to Rickis Pretorius. They've got numbers, but Ruan now decides to kick it ahead. Kanan Moody, the lone man at his back. The ball's bouncing a bit awkwardly. And he slips as well, which makes things very awkward. He's brought down by Sibela Sinatla and Ruan Nal. Sinatla over that ball, trying to win the penalty. But nothing coming. Now big counter rack coming in from the Stormers. Armani needs to get involved there. He doesn't, and the Bulls do very well to manage to keep this. Now Kieran Steenkamp carrying from deep balls all the way back towards the 22. Long way to go. Now Keane Johannes goes to the boot, lifts it high in the air. Tester here for Dan Willemse. Takes it out of the air nicely, gives it away to Paul de Vet. Paul de Vet steps inside. He's got a nice step, does he? But he runs straight into Steenkamp. And the ball rolls out off the Stormers player, I think. Yeah, so it will be a Bulls line out. A couple of men down here, so that it will be a time off with 11 minutes to go. A couple of subs here. We could see Watchalong pretty soon. The South Africans love the URC now. Grant Swats love the URC. I think it's only going to get better in the coming years. The URC was disrupted by plague this year, where it looks like next season will be as intended. Yeah, I agree. I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. I really like watching us against Edinburgh. I really I think it's going to be a lekker competition. Chess, I think it's pretty good, and I agree it'll get better. Also, next year the SAC teams are an EPCR. Yeah, as I said, I think as soon as we start moving towards that, then it's going to get a lot of fun. You know, playing against some of the European giants and playing against the UK side, seeing a lot more South Africans playing against us. I think that's when it starts to get really, really, really cool. Right, Bulls trying to get towards the Bulls half. I mean, the Stormers half through the rolling maul. It's been brought down legally though, so King Johannes uses it, goes to Moore Stain, who lifts it up for Adosh Tamwe to chase. Good take there from Frostbite Herbert. Good hands from him. Hachiba Diamani on the run. Oh, handed off Harold Forster. Still going as Hachiba Diamani. No look pass as well. There's nothing he can't do. This is looking really good. Leolan Zas is brought down just by 22. Good work here from the Stormers. Quick ball needed. Paul DeVet gives it to the man who started it all. Hachiba Diamani. He's not finished yet. He's brought down. He's having a good time out there as Diamani. A couple of long passes here. Damien Willemse. Sinatla gets away from Adosh Tamwe. Steps outside. Keegan Johannes then puts his head down. And Evan Roos has almost burst through, looking for an offload. He couldn't quite find it. Paul DeVet now working inside, finding Monty Liebach. Liebach steps away from a couple of players. Liebach still going. Quite a few holes here so far. A very porous defense from the Bulls, which is very uncharacteristic. Now Marvin Ori, more traditional carry, takes contact. Albert Lowe just slowing things down. Paul DeVet going to Evan Roos. Evan Roos, that's a big tackle on him from Krobela and Imperial Mountain Zemo has just come on. Paul DeVet goes to Monty Liebach, who's in the pocket. No, Damien Willemse is in the pocket. And he's slotted with, well, Damien Willemse. We talked about how good of a game he's had. Take a bow, because he's just slotted that with ease right behind the ruck. Was trying to out with the poles, and he says, thank you very much. We'll take a 3 points there. We'll move back. You have to score a try in 9 minutes. That's very well played from Damien Willemse. He had two options there. And Willemse, he just chips it. He just chips it. That is actually brilliant from Damien Willemse. Alright, the restart there. Good take from Ruan now. URC games comment till we get Sales Sharks versus Hellsea Sharks. Battle of the Sharks. Sales Sharks are really good. Yeah, it's going to be a disaster to try and do a watch along for that. But DeVet going to Evan Roos. Janko Swanepoel on the field there for the Bulls. As is Robert Hunt. So DeVet's going to go to the box kick. Sinatla goes up. That's a very good take from Currie Cup. Currie Cup's got space ahead of him. Diamani's there. Oh, that's going to be a card. That's going to be a card. That's a horrible tackle from Diamani. They're still playing. Ruan Nakia's gone over. Well. And I wonder if that has not saved Diamani, actually. Yeah, they're going to look at that tackle. It was a horrible tackle from Diamani. Yeah, I think Diamani's in a bit of trouble. Well, a final twist in the tail. The Bulls are over. Kane and Moody, Currie answer, that's fantastic by him. He looked like he had the measure of Diamani. You had to make the tackle, but then sort of Diamani comes flying across. Oh, actually, I don't think it's a yellow card. It might be a yellow card. I don't know, actually. On this side, it looked a lot worse. It looked like it was a swinging arm into his head, but you can see it kind of comes off the shoulder, but it is very high. This could very well be a yellow card. I don't think it's a red card. So his hand's over here. If his hand wasn't there, it would be direct contact to the head. So he's in trouble here, as Diamani. Right, so they're just checking to see if they're happy with the grounding. I think the grounding looked fine to me. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. The initial contact looks onto the shoulder. Oh, that's actually a good point. They're saying that he might have lost it forward. Couple of things to look at here. Okay, looking at foot and touch here. I'll work low, ball comes back, and that's fine. So they're basically saying that the tackle's alright. They're saying it is slipping high. And they need to make sure there was no foot and touch. And they're also looking to see if there's potential knock-on. So quite a lot to try and go through here. This is a very long process here, chaps. We can't afford to take this long for these kind of decisions. So, I think his foot stays in there. The only thing I would be checking is the knock-on, whether it is a knock-on. He loses the ball, but he kind of like falls over it. So does the ball go forward? There's quite a lot to dissect here, I'll give them that. I think his foot's in touch there. Ooh. There could be a foot in touch here, you know. This will be the angle we need to see. Right, so his right foot slides out, so his left foot slides out. Does it go into touch? Ooh, I think it could be in touch, you know. Yeah, put it this way, I wouldn't like to be a referee here. Quite so I genuinely don't know how this is going to go, literally. I'm not sure. His Archer lost it forward, it went straight down for me. Okay, no clear and obvious evidence. I think that's probably the right call. I think it's very 50 on whether he's in touch or not. And yeah, I think that's fair. I think he blocks. As I said, he blocks the high tackle. So the high tackle probably would have been a high tackle had it been a thing. But the try is scored anyway. Nobody knows at the back. Caden Moody lost his footing and he's been nowhere there. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just quickly turning on a computer. Well, good on him for apologizing for how long it took. It did take a very long time. So he's going to go to the bin, yeah. So they're saying it's a knock-on now. No, man, it's been fine the entire bloody afternoon, and now my stream's got my bloody TV's gone down. All right, now it's back. So it is a knock-on. That's the final decision. It's a knock-on. The Diamondi's gotten a yellow. It is a knock-on, so the try does not stand. Diamondi's been yellow carded, although they said it wasn't foul play. So it's all a bit of a strange. So it's a knock-on and a penalty. Diamond's gone to the bin. Balls are kicked into the touch. That was a very, very odd TMO decision. Right, so he also did not get back to his feet when playing the ball again. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm just taking a step back because I've got absolutely no idea what was going on there. I don't know what I'd make. I don't know what call I'd make. Anyway, the Bulls. Jan Kobelok comes off the back. 7 minutes, 9 points the deficit. As said earlier by Grant, that drop kick there from Dame Villains is going to be very vital here. Captain Crunch saying TMO decision with Mario Strongcom must always take 2 hours, literally. And I mean, the ref even apologized for how long it took. It's ridiculous. I mean, it is ridiculous. It's actually been quite a well-paced game until then. I mean, we were set to finish probably quarter 2, which is about right. 15 minutes before the next game. That's what we want to see. So actually, until then, it had taken a decent amount of time here. Now, Ulrich Lowe, well, that's just pretty poor defending. He's straight over. Ulrich Lowe is straight over. He saw the space. He took it. And another issue with the comms. They're having a technical disaster out there. Let's get it. Right, 2 points. 2 points with 6 minutes to go. Right, 2 points is the deficit. 2 points is the deficit. Right, the clearance there. So Stormers with possession. 5 minutes to go. Stormers keeping possession. That's all they need to do. They just need to keep possession. Kane and Moody will mark that with 4 minutes to go. What the actual fuck is that decision? Mario Sonk is genuine awful TMO. Not had a good last 12 months, has he? How much time left? The clock is sitting on 76 minutes. Low underneath the kick there from Willemse. So Bulls with possession with 4.5 minutes to go. Robert Hunt taking it in. Harold Forster now showing go there. Runs into Rickus Pretorius. Stormers now with possession here. Want to stay and give yourself a bit of space. Trying to bring out that torpedo. Finds touch just by the halfway line. Marvin Ori is down. Doesn't look particularly happy. What are we going to see here? There's a Stormers line up with 2 minutes to go. Bulls have got to get themselves their hands on this ball, where Stormers just can't give it away, basically. So the ball bounces and bounces out. So it will be a Bulls line out. Right, so the Bulls have got to go end to end here. They're on the 22. There's basically 62 seconds left on the clock. There's a minute left. Who will take it? Who will take it? How are we feeling? But Stormers fans, you're feeling a bit nervous there. I mean, why would you kick that away? Kicking Johannes has kicked it away, and it's now Dame Willemse. They've marked it again. Now they can't. I mean, Currie Johannes is not cramping up. But I understand kicking Johannes kicking that ball away there. I mean, there's 15 seconds left. You've got to hold on to the ball here. The Currie Johannes, as they're saying, if he can't take it, it's going to be a scrum. All he has to do is tap it, chaps. He can literally sit down, tap it, and pop it up. That's all he needs to do, yeah. Well, there we go. Master Coetzee has taken it, but the Bulls have got a long way to go. When they stay and go to Hal Forster go to Cornel Hendricks. Cornel Hendricks goes inside. Still inside the 22 here are the Bulls. And the Stormers will be feeling quite comfortable at the moment. Sampiru Mantanzima smashed quite hard. It retains possession. I mean, the phase play that the Bulls are going to need here is going to have to be very impressive if they are to go end-to-end and score. When they going to Krobbela. Herberg brings him down. Now Johannes to Swanepoel. To Sampiru Mantanzima, who takes the first tackle, takes contact. Still inside the 22. Johannes to Albert Lowe. And it's offside. There's obstruction. It's obstruction. And the Stormers players celebrate. They have beaten the Bulls 17 points to 19. Molly Liebach has pointed to the polls, but Damian Willemse, well, he was the difference. That drop goal is the difference. Molly Liebach taps it. He kicks it out, and what a performance from the Stormers. The Bulls looked to be coming back in the last 10 minutes, but they were never really did pitch up, did they? The Stormers, very deserved winners. They worked hard. They had possession. They were a bit sloppy in the first half, but they just sort of used the Bulls' discipline against them and got 2 early penalties in the second half. A very nice drop goal from Damien Willemse, and the Stormers will leave the Cape Town Stadium deserved victors. We now move on to the Lions versus the Sharks. We are going to give it a go and see if we can get it working. So come and join us there, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.